What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. While we wait for the next 4 hours for the maintenance to go down, please make sure you go and join the live stream. I will be back in 4 hours after my little nap, and we're going to do full-on hard mode BARAN. We got a lot of news, guys. A lot of news I want to cover in this video before I go to bed. Things you probably might have missed if you didn't join the live stream. There are 2 brand new codes. Go put those codes in. You can do it on the forums. Click on the ISLA forums right here, and then go to redeem codes. You can get your NID here, by the way, from whoever you support, whatever content creator you support. Go there, click on there, get your NID, put in the 2 codes. The 2 codes are Sharp Oween, so I can just write it out here, Sharp Oween. That's the first one. That'll give you 250k gold, and the next one is Spooky Arise. Another 250k gold. Fuck me, why are these the worst codes ever? Anyways, at least it's something. 250k gold, both of them. You guys can claim that now. Again, you can find your member code in the NID section when you go and log in to whatever content creator you support. I hope it's me. Do that right now. You can find it, put it in here, you're good to go. Okay, first thing I wanted to get out of the way is that. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is ISLA. Real quick, just so you guys are aware, she was going to be a support dark unit that's defense spec. Her main stat will be defense. I don't know why they chose defense. I wish it was HP, but it looks like defense is going to obviously scale same as Charlotte. And there's a couple things that she does with her cards. There's 2 different modes. There's the death mode and the tower mode. Okay, so let's just call it that for now. So strength, for example, when she does this buff, it increases the user's damage by a certain percentage. The magician grants a shield equal to Isla Wright's defense for the entire team. Wheel of Fortune. Pat Sajak comes out and fucking spins the wheel and you get bankrupt. I don't know, I'm just fucking around. Increases the entire team's crit hit rate and crit hit damage. And then the tower increases dark damage and of dark members by a percentage. The star instantly restores HP equal to percentage of Isla's defense to the entire team. Removes debuffs from the entire team as well. I wish that card wasn't in the way. Increases damage by a certain percentage. Is Death Shepherd in proportion to the target's missing HP. That's the target, so the person who it's being buffed to. The world instantly restores HP equal to her HP, based on her defense, grants a shield equal to her defense as well. And then death increases damage, increased stat equal to a percentage of Isla Wright's defense. If there are no members, or I can't read the last part, I apologize. I don't know why I put myself in that place, but I missed that. Hold on, maybe there's a place that shows it. One sec, let me go to the stream. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember what the last one does. I'm sure we'll read it as soon as it comes up. But you guys can see, essentially, she is going to be a buffing unit nonetheless, right? So the buffs are random. I'm telling you now, she's going to be the most expensive unit in the game, probably one of the best units. Now, a lot of people are going to ask questions, Payne, is she going to be worthwhile summoning? Absolutely, but she is going to be a luxury unit that most whales are going to use to up their scores in POD and in guild battles. And eventually when guild versus guild comes out, she's going to be probably one of the most, if not the most essential buffer in the game. Probably the best buffer in the game right now, just from her kit alone, right? Okay, so a couple of things you need to know right here. Her basic attack, she just throws cards at the enemy, looks like Gambit. I'm going to make a name for myself here with some dark damage. Core attack here, whenever she Isla draws a card and expels a wave of mana, she does the skill, and she can either grant the strength, the magician, or the wheel of fortune effect on the entire team. So her core is going to be super, super important. Her support skill as well. You can see here she restores allies' HP. When this skill hits, it removes all debuff zones, kind of like what's her nuts? Libora, within the area of the skill, and then also inflicts airborne and the star effect. Okay, so the star effect is obviously one of her buffs. It also grants the strength, magician, or the wheel of fortune to the entire team when that happens. And then the QTEs, she does the damage and also does one of the buffs that we just mentioned right now. Okay, so that's also something that happens as well too. So that's how she works. Now her passives are interesting. They're going to be quite a bit expensive, so get ready for it, okay? So skill 1, you can see her skills here. Her ultimate here, you should also see this as well. Her ultimate, she does a horoscope specific draw to predict the future. When the skill hits, it inflicts the airborne effect, and then when the user uses Arcana of the World, it activates the World effect, and then when she uses Death, it activates the Death effect. If you need to know what those buffs are, you can go back in the video and see both of them. They're the last, I think the last 2 buffs or something that were on the list, okay? Her skill 1 here also, whenever it hits, it does airborne and has the star effect. It also removes the debuff zones. And skill 2 here, whenever she does the scattered move, it does knockdown and activates the tower effect. So that's how you activate those 2 effects. The star and tower are done by skill 1 and skill 2, okay? And the tower effect, just so you guys are aware, is the one that increases dark damage, if I recall. Just, this is all new, so we're going to do all this testing anyways, but I believe that's how this one works, okay? Now, her passives are crazy. When the user uses stage 3 of their basic attack, that's the 3rd attack before the core attack, or the last attack before the next phase of her basic attacks. It charges their power gauge by a percentage. When the user uses Death Nova, their Arcane the World skill becomes Arcane Death. When the user uses Cosmic Emergence, their Arcane Death becomes Arcane World. So you can switch between the two of them depending on the buffs you're looking for, okay? When the user uses Death Nova, this is A1. It charges the power gauge of the second character, specifically the second character, and decreases the cooldown of their ultimate skill. It enhances the tower effect, so this is going to make dark damage do more. This is literally built for dark damage dealers. I don't think, and I'm going to test this, I don't think this is going to affect Charlotte. I think this is going to only affect Harper, realistically, or like SM Back or whoever, right? But you essentially just increase the power gauge and also decrease their cooldown, allowing them to do their ultimates multiple times. A1 is crazy strong. A2 increases the user's speed by a percentage and immune to slow, increases defense by a percentage. I'm starting to believe that speed eventually is going to play a major role. Some bosses are probably going to come out that can slow us. I think this is going to be a big deal in the future, but not right now, okay? So next one here, A3, when the user uses Horoscope, it activates Strength, the Wheel, and all 3 buffs. So all 3 buffs get activated. And then this is huge. So this is where you probably want to stop with her as free to play, most likely. Again, we're going to test. And then A4, dark damage and dark members increase their dark damage by a percentage, and their damage taken decreases by a percentage for every dark member in the team. And then A5, the world and death effects are enhanced. The Death Shepherd effect is granted to the entire team, increases damage by a percentage in proportion to the target's missing HP. So that's going to be a massive, massive buff for the entire team. So that's essentially her A1 to A5. A5 is like an essential to make her ultimate buffer. A3 is probably going to be where most people would want to stop as free to play. But again, we're going to do all that testing, okay? And again, there's all the buffs there. There's death, and there's the tower, there's the world. You guys can see all that happening. So very, very important. If there's a dark team member in the party, it increases their damage increase stat by an additional %. That's what that was. Okay, so there you guys go. That's the buffs. Now her weapon will increase her defense percentage. The entire team's defense also increases by a percentage for each dark elemental hunter on the team. So obviously built for Charlotte. Clearly, decreases ISLA Wright's ultimate skill down by a percentage as well, so super important. If there was some gameplay, you can watch this live stream if you like. It will be linked in the description. The first code, this is the brand new weapon that's coming out called the Spooky Pumpkin. It is a wind damage weapon. It is honestly a meme weapon. It does do AoE. If it does land, it does pumpkin candy. When 10 instances of pumpkin candy is there, it does the trick or treat effect, which essentially increases the wind elemental damage you do, plus it stacks it for you as well. At A1, when the user uses Peekaboom, that's the skill, it has a chance to activate their core attack. When the core attack is used, it applies 2 instance pumpkin candy. Again, A2 increases wind damage. Let's go to A3. Whenever the user uses Peekaboom, it applies 3 instances of pumpkin candy, which will give you more wind damage. Again, decreasing the cooldown at A4. And then lastly, when the user uses Peekaboom, there's a 100% chance it will activate their core attack. When the basic attack lands as a final hit, it decreases the cooldown of Peekaboo by 2 seconds, so you can cast it more often, okay? You guys can see it in action if you want. He does it here with a couple new skills as well that he shows off. So that is available to see. Kaisel, everyone's aware, it's only 8% ultimate damage. Seems like a little bit. Honestly, might be worthwhile still to use. We'll find out. It does also increase speed, obviously. So again, speed looks like it's going to play a big part. Here's a couple of the new costumes, guys. Ooh, these costumes look good. So this is Isla's costume in different colors. You guys can see there's a red, a blue, a red, a purple, and a white. And then this is Min's costume. Min looks good as hell, guys. Man, oh man, I have to say.
He looks good.
Min looks incredible. So the white costume, I think, is the best one for Min. There's a white, a brown, or a beige maybe, and then the black and red one. Okay, so those are the different colors right there. You guys can see right there. Looks clean as hell. And then we have Succubus Yusuyun, which honestly has a Morgan skin in there somewhere. I think my favorite skin is this one for sure. Min and this one for sure. So those are the skins that you're going to see. This is a pay-to-win one. Isla's will be pay-to-win. Min's most likely will be free. A couple new artifacts as well, too, that were available for us to look at. These are just the typical SSR artifacts that we had for the beach effect. Hard mode Baran. 800,000 to 900,000, not even a million. So free-to-play players who have good accounts, you'll most likely be able to beat this. So we're going to be focusing on this on the pay-to-win account first, then free-to-play account when we first start doing live stream tonight. They also showed the power of a Monarch, guys. It's incredible. So this is the Monarch tree, does wild damage. Look at this. Look at this damage. Look at that. Look at the bar just fly down there. Not only that, but you'll see in the next one, he does break damage as well. Look at this. He does almighty break here and just incredible damage. Look at that. Went from 94 to 75. So just crazy damage. Also, big news. The Workshop or Brilliant Light, by the way, you can only get the material for that Monarch system in the hard mode of Baran. And now they've actually upped it. So rank 1 to 3,000 will get the brand new outfit plus avatar and the frame. And then rank 3,000 to 7,000 now will get the second skin. So a lot more people will have chances to get the skins than originally anticipated, which is great. To most people, some people are not happy about it, okay? So that's going to happen right there. Sun Jinu's, guild ranking is also out, but not the way you think. This is to rank your guild from E all the way to S. So this is for internal ranking. So you do missions, you'll rank up your guild doing it this way. So that will give you guys what you need there. There's the brand new system for blessing stones. You guys can see here swiftness is considered a attack blessing stone. So yes, a lot of people are upset about that, but they have two different blessing stones, and when you look at your blessings now, you can actually see them categorized by attack versus defense or survival, whatever they want to call it, right? And then there's the Demios release right here. This is the boss that's coming out. A lot of people think he's going to be light. We'll see. He is light, so there you guys can see light damage. So most likely will be light spec. So a lot of people assume Thomas will also be there. Plus a couple different things here. Brand new story mode rebalance, which we talked about. Level 95 is coming out. Battlefield of Chaos stage 15. They're going to lower the stage 12 and below instance requirements for that. New dungeon, encore rebalancing, damage over time and bosses attack lowered, higher grade artifacts, and now you can stack up to 3 days worth of keys, so you don't have to do them every day. Look forward to improved level up gear, gate clearing, etc. And the artifact event starts on November the 14th. Also, November 7th is when the anniversary starts, just so you guys are aware. But all of this stuff here, even he corrected himself. He says starts November 7th, but this event starts on the 14th. The Hunter Select coupon, where you can choose a wind or dark unit, excluding ISLA. Exclusive weapon summon coupons. We don't know if this includes SJW or if it's just the Hunters. And then a total of 50 custom tickets, weapon tickets, if you log in every day. Pretty straightforward. And that covers the entire thing, guys. So make sure to go like, subscribe. Next 4 hours, I'll be back. I'll see you guys very soon. We got a lot to cover, folks. Peace.